bus to the legislature, and you don't make money. You can't lose any money while you're in there, but you don't make any money, and it's a pain in the ass. And then the people who would be in there would be the people who would want to do good things.
No argument. It's either that or you get a bunch of people who really don't want to be in government and pick from amongst them randomly. People who least want the job get the fucking job. As it is, the systems are fucking broken.
Well, it's more about serving yourself than serving the country anymore, and that's the problem.
Yep. It should be servant of the people, not entitled asshole. Problem is you have to be an entitled asshole to be able to run down here.
Well, I mean, all the assholes are in one club, and so they support each other. They don't let people who aren't assholes in, so fuck.
Well, you gotta have a butt ton of snow money in Canada to run, because only something stupid like 8% can come from donations, and you have to be over 35. To run to BPM. That's insane. I sort of really wish things. Really wish actually that the lieutenant governors were more active than they are, instead of just rubber stamping everything with Queen's assent.
Well, what I find really interesting is, like, the British system. Now, they have their issues, but don't get all this bullshit between the parties, because Queen has that one power left, which is, if you fuck it up, I can send you all home and make them revote. So I think the reason why the Governor General is so reluctant to use it anymore is they did it once in Australia, if I remember my history correctly. They caused so much shit that everyone's afraid of it now. I just meant all the fallout scares them so bad. We're still down in the mine, right?
Yeah, well, I'm signed in. I don't have the kids here playing on the bandwidth. Don't forget to start the game on World Anvil again.
Daughter, you're alive. I'm going to turn off the music.
You got sirens landscape up.
Yep. Okay. When we last left you all off, you were still deep in the mine. You had uncovered a bunch of slave miners and killed the mine masters that were keeping them in tow.
Right.
With a fairly decent job, too. All right. Low
Shall
on
we
the
do-
injury count, and
Sorry, shall we do a brief, hi, I'm so-and-so, I'm playing so-and-so?
right, we should.
Yeah, sorry, just jumped in because it's been kind of an awkward evening here, waiting for people to arrive. We are already down 2 players tonight. Dawn and Blake will not be joining us. Dawn plays Yasma and Blake plays Crowley.
So tonight, due to illness, the part of Crowley and Yasma will be played by the Game Master.
All right, so I'm Diane Morrison, aka Sable Aradia. I'm the author of the Toy Soldier Saga. This is our universe, my universe that we're playing in, but our universe because my hubby Aaron co-creates with me, right? And I am playing Celine Wintermist. She is an idealistic young priestess who joined the Navy to see the universe and help people. My pronouns are she and her.
Okay, Taz?
Hi, I'm Taz. I also go by gman099 on the internet. I play Arden Spellsword, a Ensai Magus who likes to make things. And my pronouns are he, him.
Okay. Rowan?
I'm Rowan. I play Vaughn, and she's a happy-go-lucky druid, and my pronouns are she or her.
And Chris?
Hi, I'm Chris. I play Arian. He's kind of grizzled, older enlisted Marine who has been assigned to these shipmen to try to help keep them alive. Pronouns are he, him.
Okay, and I'm Aaron. I'm the Game Master. All right. I also play Ruavel Sunfall and all the various and sundry NPCs. All right. And my pronouns are, well, he, him. We won't get weird today.
Okay, so none of that,
Yeah.
The goof and ball.
Yeah. No
okay.
goof and ball or Game Master or anything like that.
All right, thanks for joining us. So yes, we were in the mine.
Okay. I was just going to, before we get started here, iterate to you guys the system of experience that I am using for this game, since I've been asked by a couple of people about experience. I'm using the good goddamn and ready.
They're goddamn it ready, eh?
Yeah. System of experience, which means you gain a level when I say so. Which will usually happen at regular intervals.
Well,
if I
good.
think you guys have accomplished enough to gain a level, then you'll gain a level, is what happens. But
That's
I will
cool.
let you guys all know that you are on the verge of it.
That's cool. All right.
Okay, so when we left you off...
Oh, thank you very much. We've had a follow.
Oh, we had a follow?
Welcome, Zeroth Dev. Thank you for joining us. Awesome. All right. Yes. So we were in the mine.
Yes.
I don't remember exactly what happened last. We just finished killing the bad guys, right?
And you were trying to help the people out.
Right. Okay.
So-
And unlocking shackles. Yeah.
Sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
And the sergeant's checking the area to see if there are any other passageways that need to be guarded, or if this is the end of the
This is
mine.
the end of the mine. There are a lot of diamonds down here.
Really? Surprised Crowley isn't pocketing them.
He said he isn't, but we haven't noticed yet. Would not surprise me one bit if that's exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
I keep a close eye on Crowley.
Okay. Noticing you're keeping a close eye on him, Crowley keeps his hands in his pockets.
And that's probably the only reason. Well, that and I know for diamonds earlier.
Yep.
Not that any of the characters know this, mind you. All right. I'm going to keep trying to get the people out of the pit. I guess I'm going to be unlocking shackles at this point. If there's anything else to fight here, I'm going to be reduced to throwing poo at it or something because I am out of spells. I have to recover my dagger.
Yeah.
Spells? What spells? I only get one.
First level. Yay.
Also happens when you take a spellcasting class that gets reduced spell slots.
Oh, I know, right? Bane of my life.
So we do have the one guy knocked out, right?
That was like way at the beginning. That was a dark elf, I think.
Yes, but we do still have him. That's right too.
Yes.
Okay, I'll begin binding him and putting him in the cart so we can send him up.
Oh no, down here you knocked a guy out? I don't remember that.
I know we didn't. This was like I don't think he was here. He was actually playing with.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was the first session he was here, right?
Yeah.
Well, I knocked out the very last guy.
Right, you did so. The very last guy he knocked out. He clobbered him on. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you truss him up like a Christmas turkey and toss him in a mining cart. Face first.
He just might. I got the impression that he was pretty unimpressed with these assholes too.
Hello, they're working with drow.
Yeah.
Dark elves.
Dark elves, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Celine is not particularly in a mood to argue with them about it either because she's pretty mad too. She's like, helping people out of shackles, and since I have no spells at the moment, I'm, binding wounds, washing things out with astringents that I have on hand, shit like that.
Yep. Okay.
I'm sure Von Vin has a lot of that kind of supplies.
I have a single stabilized. Yes, I do have I think I have a healing kit anyways. I have a single stabilized left. Is there anybody who requires it?
The only people that are dying are the people that you guys chopped down.
I suppose we should stabilize them and take them for interrogation. Okay. I will do that.
Well, 2 of them are still alive anyways.
One died while we were fucking around with stuff or screwing around with stuff?
Yep.
Yeah.
A few of them died while you were screwing around with stuff.
Oh, well.
Well, as she does that, I'll bind them and toss them in the cart and search them and make sure we have all their crap.
So you stabilize them? It's a cantrip. You can cast it at will.
We'll stabilize them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, right. Cantrip. We can do it with that. Morrison, so.
Morrison, yeah.
We will be doing that, yes.
Besides that, in all honesty, the more people they have to separate from each other and grill for questions, the better off that they are more likely to get answers.
Yep. Welcome, Madrimlian.
Welcome. Sorry I'm late.
Well, you are here, which is more than Donna Blake can say. They were having a bad day, so it's all right. I'm just teasing. You are okay? Everything is all right? I hope.
You all right there, Brenna?
Yeah, everything's okay. I just fell asleep and just woke up.
Oh, I hear you.
Oh. All right. Yes, so we're in the process of stabilizing the prisoners, right, and releasing the enslaved miners.
Yeah. They are pretty much blubbering idiots. They're sycophantically falling all over you guys and thanking you.
Wow, this must have been horrible.
Right? Remember, they had no food in the pit.
Oh, that's right. And I'm out of rations, too.
Yet you guys are now out of rations because you guys...
Madruman gives his rations over.
You already did.
Yeah, we gave our rations to the people in the last pit.
In the
Just
pit.
remember,
Once they get them loose
remember
and get all the
to
guys.
give your statements appropriately.
What was that there, Chris? Chris started talking first there, Ron.
I was gonna say once we get the bad guys stabilized and in the
Mining cart?
and in the cart, I'll start leading the released people up so they can get something from the kitchen in the end.
Okay.
There we go, that's a good idea.
That way, I
Okay.
can get somebody to put weight
We
in the
missed you,
cart.
Arian. What did you say?
I said okay.
I said that way I can also get somebody to put some weight in the cart
Buddy in
and
your channel time
roll
out.
them, roll the bad guys up.
Just lost Brianna for a minute.
Well, she's having a night, eh? Okay, in the meantime, Rowan, you also spoke?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just gently encourages them that, not to head off anywhere because we do need to get official statements from them about
Okay.
what happened
Yeah,
and who
okay.
they seen.
Yeah, I'm going to help the sergeant lead the people to get some food, and I'm going to put all of my carefully cultivated healing skills, in terms of compassion and whatnot that I've developed as a priestess of Arianrod,
Yeah.
right? It's going to be okay. The sergeant's going to help you get some food, right? You're going to have to come this way,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
That sort of thing? Sure. Alright. Yeah. Ruvel and
Xerxes?
Xerxes, thank you. My brain just threw a blank. Push the mining cart with the prisoners in it to the elevator anyways.
Yep. Well, we know there's Marines on the other side, so...
Yeah.
I've done it before. Send a message then. Right, that's an Morrison, right? Or is that a first level spell?
No, it's a cantrip.
Okay, but it still is one of my witch spells, right? I can just do it?
Yes.
Because in your game, cantrips are free?
Well, yeah, that's in Pathfinder.
Okay, great. I'm going to send a message to whoever was in command up there, right? And I'm going to tell them we have some of our prisoners coming up. These are the bad guys,
Yeah.
These are the enemy, is how I would put it. We're in the freaking military, right? And then several rescued people will follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the sergeant's going to go up first and get some weight in that other mining cart.
Yeah, and make sure that the people know to follow the cart up, not get in the way, because there'll be one coming down and one coming up.
Yep.
Who looks the least busy right now?
Crowley.
Crowley, go with him.
Yeah, he shrugs and heads off with you.
We got the buddy system. We're in the mines. There could be all kinds of things down here we don't know about.
Yeah, so you guys get the mining cart, weigh it down. He hooks the other one to the other side. And you guys lift them up to the next level. freed, the emancipated slaves, right, follow you guys up the thing, up the bridge.
Or is anyone too weak to walk?
No.
Okay.
They tell you that if they did get too weak to walk, they would have just killed them. So they did with other people who couldn't work anymore.
I'm so angry for you, she says, but don't worry. We're going to get justice, she says.
You already killed them, says one woman.
Is there anyone missing? She says. Anyone you've seen who wasn't part of...
I don't know.
Okay.
Crowley says one of them at least went into the officer's mess.
Yeah, right, says Celine.
There has to be a boss running this operation somewhere, says Bonvin.
Well, let's get these hungry people some food first, and we'll look into that in a minute.
Take them up the stairs and then up into the upper levels. The Marines have cleaned out the bodies. What was that?
Who spoke?
No. We still have no Siobhan. Brianna's not there.
She says she just lost internet. Oh, well, okay. Yeah, anyway. Okay, since nobody is claiming to have been the person who made the noise that sounded like the end of a cough. Speaking of which, yeah. Get these people some food. Try to get them something that isn't gonna, like, no refeeding syndrome stuff.
Right.
Right,
well, they've been fed. They're not starved. But they are starved for the work they were doing. They weren't fed enough for the amount of work that they were making these people do.
Got it.
Right? So, basically, all of them have, like, really low body fat and really high muscle count.
Right.
Right? Even, like, the females among them have no breasts anymore. Right? No hips.
I'll get them some fatty food then, or high carbs or something.
Make bread and pasta or something like pasta doesn't take very long.
Nope, pasta's pretty simple when you have pasta noodles, and welcome to the Elven Navy. You guys got pasta noodles.
Yeah. So it's supposed to say shortage of pasta. Or rice.
Or rice.
So are we all up at the inn now?
Yes.
I look over at Celine, ma'am.
Sergeant,
I'm sure the Marines can take care of this humanitarian stuff. You think we need to go report in?
I did come to get you, says Crowley.
Okay, then I guess we'd better get to it, she says. Thank you, she says to whoever's in charge of the Marines here. You guys have
another
it?
sergeant. We have it, ma'am.
Good work, she says.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys head back to the lieutenant commander's office.
Yep.
He's standing in his doorway waiting for you when you get there.
Sorry to keep you, sir.
Not a problem. Everything all right, he says.
That's a relative question, sir, she says.
To the Navy, everything's a relative question, Ensign.
Yes, sir, she says. I think we've managed to break up the mine. She says there are a lot of very hungry and terrified people, she says, who have been badly hurt.
He nods.
The Marines you so kindly sent with us are seeing to them now. She says, I think we have killed or captured just about everyone, but we know someone made it to the officer's lounge.
Yes, that's what I've been... He points to the officer's lounge down the street, watching down here waiting for you to return. Crowley says that he can smell the person. Yes, says Crowley, I can.
Okay. Shall we go get him then? She says. Or shall we leave this to the MPs?
He says he's an officer. Do you really want the MPs doing it?
Probably not.
Brianna's trying to reset her modem and stuff to see if she can get her internet back.
Lieutenant Commander, sir.
Yes, Sergeant.
We did run into a dark elf down there, so it looks like we probably have a breach to the surface. It might be a good idea to turn out the Marines and sweep the under.
You should know, Chris. Dark elves don't live in the Underdark in this world. They live in like deep jungles and stuff like that.
Or deep caves.
Or
but
deep
there's
caves,
not
but there's
a
no
traditional Underdark in the way that it is in other worlds. It's just too unique to D&D, I think, right?
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
But yes, obviously there's dark elves making trouble around here, and naturally that would be a matter of concern.
They do live in caves, and yes. There is
So
a
we
breach
probably
somewhere.
need to turn out. We probably need to turn out the Marines and search.
He nods. He says, "You're probably right." He says, "We'll deal with this officer, and then I'll turn out the Marines, and we'll search for other dark elves and stuff in the area."
Thanks for that, Sergeant. I appreciate you reminding me of that detail. She says, it's kind of important. She's, nodding like she's obviously angry, but not at you,
Yeah.
Yeah, she even gives you a thin smile, to show that, she meant what she said. Because I realized that sounded really kind of growly. Well, let's go, she says.
Yep. You guys head to the officer's lounge.
Buddy entered your channel.
Okay, we got Brianna back.
Yeah, I got it back up.
Yay!
Okay. Just brain fart in the modem?
Yeah.
It happens.
All right, so we're heading into the officers' lounge.
Yeah,
Do
they're
we have
just
like
heading
lounge
into the...
background music or something?
Oh, right.
Or
Yeah,
ambience?
I got music for this. Woo!
I like ambience. It helps to set the scene.
Right, follow Crowley's lead in this one.
The sergeant will stop at the door, turn around, and bar entry so no one else can get in behind the officers.
Yeah. Nods to him like thank you, and I follow Crowley.
Yeah, the bar is fairly hopping. If you're listening in on the stream, you'll hear it. You should be able to hear bar noises now.
Okay, so I'm following Crowley.
Yep, Crowley just seems to be walking around, smelling the area. Then he stops and he looks up at this one guy. Nice boots, he says to him.
Who is this guy?
He's an officer, a lieutenant.
Shit. Well, of course, everybody outranks me.
Yeah. And he looks down at Crowley and says, "Thank you. They're regular issue. Even the dirt," he says. And you guys notice that the dirt has diamond fragments in it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Lieutenant, that looks like a rather sparkly addition to your footwear.
Anyone else saying anything?
Did we bring the MPs with us?
No, you are the MPs.
Oh, we were made turned into MPs? I missed that part. Sorry.
Well, we've been given authority to arrest this asshole anyway.
Yep.
Discreetly move in the direction he is most likely to bolt.
Okay.
I'm going to look around and see if anybody else is reacting to what we're saying. Actually, no, I can't. Somebody else is doing that. Because I'm the one that made the challenging statement, so I've kind of got to eye lock this guy, so that's what I'm doing.
Midterm Million's looking around, though.
Okay, and Arian here by the door.
Yep, I'm at the front door, barring entrance and exit.
Okay. He looks down in his boot and he goes, never noticed that.
You'll have to come with us, Lieutenant, on the authority of the Lieutenant Commander.
Pardon?
I don't believe I was unclear, she says.
Am I under arrest?
Yes, she says.
On what charges?
Conspiracy to smuggle, conspiracy to, what is the term when you're, like, capturing people? Kidnapping, she says, and slavery. She says, I would have thought you would have preferred that I not do this in public in front of your peers, but if you insist, she says.
I'm going nowhere with you.
She says, so you're defying the order of the Lieutenant Commander?
I don't believe the Lieutenant Commander gave you that order.
Well, believe what you like, she says. She holds up her orders.
He smacks him aside.
Okay, then I grab his hand.
Okay, make an attack roll. Everybody roll initiative.
I hope we have good tavern brawl music in this tavern.
See the murder hobo action.
Sorry, what was that?
See the murder hobo action?
Yeah,
Now they're about to understand why you don't murder hobos.
I got my 16 from
23
my
for the
Dremelian.
sergeant.
16 from a Dremelian, you said? The sergeant got what?
23.
Nice.
14.
$21.
What'd you say, Von Vin? I missed it.
13.
I thought she said 14.
14. 1 4.
1 4. Sorry.
Swing got 21.
A good roll.
Okay. And Arden?
Sorry, I had to take care of a dog. What was that?
Roll initiative.
7.
7. Okay.
As usual, speedy self.
Arden's his usual to himself, so is Ruabel.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Add another 3 to that. I forgot. It was a +1. It was +3 because of Dex. Or
Right.
+4.
So 11.
10 for Arden.
Okay, so
Yes, Aaron has his own like note-keeping stuff tonight. His prize from World Ember on World Anvil came, right? Which is this really nice dice box that includes a rolling tray and a dry erase board to write things down on. So it's really cool. Did you remember who made it?
yeah, I got the thing here. Actually,
Yeah, give him a shout out because it's really nice. Little dice box. It's
yeah, this
nice
dice
wood.
box is made by Harp's Core. That's you can find them on Facebook at facebook.com/harpscore/ which is HARPSCORP, and on Instagram at harps_core.
Cool. Well, I thought it was really cool, so it was really nice to see it. So. Yes, so he actually has all the initiative written down tonight, is my point,
Yeah.
ultimately.
So I'm not going to be fumbling with it as much.
We have, like, good bar brawl music here?
I'll find one. This is Friendly Tavern.
Yeah, this is Friendly Tavern. This tavern's about to get very unfriendly, especially if he's got buddies.
There we go.
But his image
Watch
was
us
checking
have to
things.
knock out every asshole in this.
Here's
hoping not.
But what you do, you start a bar brawl so you don't have to.
Tavern
Everyone
Brawl.
else
There
will
we
knock.
go.
Everyone else will knock everyone else out.
There we go.
Well, Arden hides behind the counter and drinks the booze, right?
No, he's not a drinker, but he's probably hiding behind the counter. Because that's the smart thing to do, is let the other people do the fighting for you and then finish up who's ever left.
Right. Best way to win a one-on-one fight is be the third to arrive.
Alright, so who goes first? I believe that's
The sergeant.
Aaron, the sergeant.
Arian.
Can I see and hear everything that's going on?
You can see it, and you can get a gist of what's going on. You can't really hear. Right? You know this guy is coming to his feet. Right? Rather suddenly.
And the bar hasn't gone suddenly quiet?
Well, yeah, the bar has got a lot quieter. There's a lot more people paying attention to what's going on at this table.
Well, I'll try to head this off. I'll turn around, draw both my swords, and look right at the lieutenant. Say, Lieutenant, sir, I've killed enough of you traitors scum tonight. Just give me an excuse.
Nice work.
Okay, roll an intimidate check.
$18 on the dice, plus 0, so 18.
18?
That's pretty intimidating.
Yeah, he gulps hard and seems to take measure of his surroundings.
Okay, I'm gonna belay my action then. Remember I said I went to grab his hand, but I was second in initiative. If the sergeant is intervening, I'm not gonna grab his hand until he gives me an excuse to do something.
Okay. He holds his arms out to you.
Great, who's got shackles?
Sergeant probably is carrying shackles.
I'm gonna go get them and bring them to Blaine.
Yep, shackle him up.
Yep.
Thank you for your cooperating, she says. She means it, she's sincere. I guess we're not getting into a bar brawl.
Yeah, you're not getting into a bar brawl because the sergeant is intimidating.
Which is awesome.
Okay, so I'll go back to Friendly Tavern.
Whichever it was, I can't remember. Was there anybody else who had the stuff on their feet and whatnot?
Not that you could see.
Was anybody else looking like they would jump in, though? Because Madrimlian was looking for that specifically.
Yeah, there was a few people that were looking like they were going to jump up and defend him. Until the sergeant said basically he was traitorous scum.
Okay, march his ass out.
Yep.
Yep, all behind. You're ready.
Crowley, would you do me a favor? Would you make sure that make sure he's not the only one?
The only one
Or
I
make sure-
smelled.
Okay, that's good.
As they pass by, I slide my swords away and I go,
Yeah.
too bad you're smart, Lieutenant.
Ooh. Yeah, I like the sergeant. He's a no bullshit kind of guy.
Yeah. So you guys march back to the brig,
Yep.
and Crowley and Yasma will go and inform the lieutenant commander how you guys are putting him in the brig.
Makes sense.
Thank you, Yasmin, Crowley. Much appreciated.
Yep. One more for the brig, I say to whoever's on duty.
Yep, the sergeant at arms there nods and opens the brig up.
Okay, yep, once we've marched him in there, thank him and head out because I'm not in charge of the brig.
Nope.
Once we're outside, breathe a sigh of relief. Have we missed anything, do you think? She
That
says
coulda
to the
got messy.
sergeant.
No, ma'am, it sounds like it's probably just mopping up at this point. And you guys break and turn over anyone else.
Okay.
Yeah, the lieutenant commander, Oakard, is walking this way.
Sir, she says. You know, kind of bracing. Not quite to attention because, you know, we're on active duty here.
He says, I hear you arrested Lieutenant Mistvale.
Mistvale? Is that was his name? Oh,
Yes.
no, Yes, she says. He thought about resisting and was going to deny the orders that you'd given. He actually slapped them aside out of my hand, but the sergeant encouraged him to cooperate, she says.
Good job, Sergeant.
Problem, sir. Just doing my job.
That's what I like to hear. He says, all right, you guys should probably go get some rest.
Thank you, sir. Will you need us to report in the morning?
I'll need a written report from you and Lilas, he says. With reports on your subjugates.
Avalon, she says.
Avalon.
Yes. Command reports. Sergeant, I'd like a report from you too, if you don't mind.
Avalon, sir.
Yeah, he looks like he's given us the nod of dismissal, so
Yep.
salute and then head back to the barracks.
Yep. Do likewise. Get some sleep again.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Is the sergeant still assigned to our barracks?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. She smiles at him and nods and...
He says, I'd like a word with you, Sergeant, before you depart.
Avalon, sir.
We'll meet you back then, Sergeant. Thank you. Yeah, she heads off then, because she wasn't asked to stay, so away she goes.
Right. Okay, join me
Yep.
in Private Convo 1 there, Chris.
Channel switched.
Yeah. Did you catch that, Chris? You're over.
Joined your channel.
All right. After they leave, Chris, the lieutenant commander says to the sergeant, "In your report, please give me a report of what you think the leadership qualities of these characters are," he says. Specifically around Celine Wintermist, Lilas Madrimlian, and Xerxes Sunfall. Says, but would you please include that in your report, Sergeant?
Clarify that? I didn't quite catch it.
He said basically that he wants you to clarify what you think the leadership potential is of all these midshipmen and ensigns, right? But particularly 3 of them, and that's Celine, that's the one Sable's playing, right? Madrimlian, that's the one that Brianna's playing, and Xerxes, who's an NPC that I play, that he's interested in more than the others, but he is interested in the others too.
Okay.
If you don't mind, Sergeant.
Then you want me to... How do you want me to do that? Do you just want me to...
Well, you can tell me now if you want to.
Okay. So this would be in my report. I'd report that I didn't interact with Xerxes much, but he seemed go-getter and willing to take command, like just being a midshipman.
Mm-hmm.
This is... My character doesn't know he's the prince, so...
Right.
Pretty impressed with that. He doesn't know the background that he's a royal and already has some experience with that, so he's pretty impressed with that.
Yeah.
For Madrimlian, he seems to be very tactically minded. He's observant and exactly what I'd expect out of an intelligence officer, more worried about knowing what's going on. Fairly taking a direct hand in the command, though he's willing to do that when it's needed. Celine is a decent officer. She's very caring and she's concerned with her men. But Sergeant's feeling is that combat is not her first forte. Comes across more as like a staff officer type than a line officer type. The other midshipmen, they responded well to direction, took initiative when it was required. They did come up with some good ideas and some creative things, like checking the chains down the steps to help confuse the enemy and hold the line. And
okay, so in
it
addition
seemed
to
like
this,
a solid crop.
In addition to this, he asks that you continue to look out for these midshipmen, right, and continue to give him some weekly reports, but give them to their first officer, the XO on their ship, who is Karthus Madrimlian, Lilas's father, right? And if you would make reports to him on a weekly basis on what you think that these, where they should be directing these new recruits and things like that. What you think is what you think.
Yep. And just one thing, I was thinking about my background. Remember how I said my parents were officers? Maybe at some point I was actually a midshipman before I decided to become, like, you know, when Sunfall was serving under his father before he was an adult.
Yeah.
I think maybe at some point this character would have been like that before he decided to enlist when he lost his parents.
I see. Okay.
I'm AFK for a moment, so
Well, I
continue
think
the convo.
I think that'd maybe be a good reason why the officers are maybe a little more willing to
to
put him in this slot.
Yeah, because he would have been an officer if he hadn't chose to be enlisted.
Yep.
Yeah.
All I
All
got.
right. Okay, back to the lobby.
Channel switched.
Okay, we're back.
User joined your channel.
I'm back.
Okay, so you guys go back to their Sable's AFK, by the way. So you guys go back to your barracks.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna have Madrimlian hold back and wait for the sergeant because under our own rules, no one travels alone, even in the compound.
Okay, huh? Yeah, then you wait until he's done with the commander, and then he joins you.
Well, Sergeant, let's go get some sleep.
Absolutely, sir. I'll follow Madrimlian back to the barracks.
Okay.
There once.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well.
Yeah, go to the barracks. Up, go to bed.
Sorry.
Peace out, crossbow.
Yes, the sergeant will take the first watch while all the midshipmen crash out.
Yep. Morning arrives.
What did I
Much
miss?
earlier than you want. Nothing. He just Madrimlian waited for the sergeant so that he wouldn't have to walk through the compound alone.
Okay. If Madrimlian was waiting, then I didn't.
Yeah.
Someone was. That was the key. And he offered, I think I heard something about he offered to take first watch so we could sleep.
Yep.
Has he had more sleep than we have?
No.
Okay.
Not that you're aware of, anyways, because you guys are all up late. It is
Okay, you
now
can wake
about
me up for
4
second
o'clock in
watch
the
then,
morning.
thanks, she says. Thank you, Sergeant. Yeah, and she'll get an hour or so or two or whatever her shift is then, anyway.
Yeah.
Sergeant neglects to wake the lieutenant up and takes all the watch.
Okay, just stay up and watch.
Yeah, I figure the enlisted guy's probably a little harder at that than the new
Yeah.
officers are, so they probably need their sleep more than he does.
Yeah, but you are fatigued for the next day.
Yep.
Right.
Well,
I will
wake
wake them in time for breakfast.
Yeah.
You took the watch the whole night, Sergeant?
Yes, ma'am, you all had an active night, and it seemed like you needed the rest.
And you didn't, she says?
I did, but I'll be okay.
Thank you, Sergeant, says
It was kind-hearted of you, Sergeant. Thank you.
Ruabel.
She says, but I want to do my part, too. She says.
Yes, ma'am, you did last night in the mine.
Sergeant?
So did you, she says.
We're all part of the same Navy. We all need to get the same amount of sleep.
She says, I want to thank you for last night, actually, Sergeant. Thank you so much. We really benefited from your experience and advice, she says, and I appreciate it.
As it was the Ensign Celine and I could have used our watches to write up our reports.
Oh, that's okay. We can do it after breakfast. I can wait. She says to Madrimlian. He said we had to do it. He didn't say we had to have it on his desk by the end of breakfast.
Right.
And I
Yes,
find
ma'am.
that the lieutenant commander is very precise about what he wants. So, thank you for waking us for breakfast. Let's get ready and go get it, shall we?
Sounds great to me,
Ma'am.
says Rouville.
Yes. Yes, Sergeant? Smiles?
Ma'am. Go ahead, Rowan.
Yep, sounds great. Clean up and get ready to go.
And I'll say to Celine as we're walking to breakfast, ma'am, always remember, non-coms are the ones who are going to make or break you as an officer. Listen to them, benefit from their experience, then you'll do okay.
I appreciate that, she says. My mother always told me that was the case, too. She says, and so far, I'm glad to know my mom is right, she says. Go get chow.
As we're heading over to get chow, Madrimlian slides up to Celine. Maybe we should talk to your mom. He seems like officer material, even though he's enlisted. See if we can get him shifted.
She says, I doubt they take our word for it at this point, she says. We're far too new. But I see what you're saying.
At least to mention in dispatches, says Xerxes.
She says, I haven't written my report yet. And smiles at Xerxes.
Neither have I, and he grins.
And Crowley, I don't know what we would have done without you last night, she says, giving him a pat.
And got killed, he says.
Probably, she says, and we certainly wouldn't have caught the lieutenant, so thank you, Crowley.
You're welcome.
Scritches his ears.
Yep.
I'll have to fetch something for Laffit there because I'm sure she is taking a nap now.
Yeah.
Crazy people traipsing around in the day and the night.
Yep, all day, all night. What the hell's wrong with you?
So, are they headed for the officers' mess?
No, there isn't one. The officers' mess is a wet mess. The food mess is all ranks.
Okay, I just didn't know if I needed to split off to go to enlisted mess.
Yeah.
I was curious about that too, and I was hoping that was not the case.
Yeah. No,
Whether it was or not, someone would have been going with the sergeant anyway.
Yeah, Crowley, because he's the only one who falls outside of the chain of command.
Yep.
But because we have expectations we have to uphold, right? So, but good. It's not a ranked mess. That's great.
Right. Yeah, you guys fall in chow line and...
Yep, make sure sergeant's in first. That's an order to him.
Oh, just, yeah. No. Oh, well, I can't countermand him, but she wishes he hadn't done that. Not necessary, but yeah. In her opinion,
Right.
anyway.
Sergeant leads the way down the chow line, I guess.
Yep. You're on point on chow line, says Xerxes.
Well, Madrimlian's right. You've been up all night. She says we have not.
Least we can do.
Yeah, I agree, she says. Yeah, load up my food. Probably more than I typically eat.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, no, I said that at the beginning. Celine's one of those people who eat ridiculous amounts of food for what her appearance, size, and shape is. She has like no ass, Taz would know something about that growing up. He was a no butt kid.
Oh, is there coffee in this
So,
world?
Wes,
Yes. Yes, there's
Lots of
definitely coffee and tea and
Lots of coffee for the sergeant.
yep.
Yeah, the nobles tend to drink tea, but I'm drinking coffee today.
Yep.
In solidarity, if nothing else.
Yeah, that is the division. Officers tend to drink tea and enlisted tend to drink coffee, but in solidarity, all these officers are drinking coffee with you.
Yep.
Of course, mine is ridiculously sweet and blonde, but it is coffee.
Anvin is also guilty of the same.
Sweet and blonde, yep.
Sergeant's looking for his IV tap so he can just...
Yeah. Poke it in the vein.
Yeah, grab the pot off of the buffet and just pour it down your throat. Yeah. Put it back. Yeah. I guess we gotta get on those reports right after breakfast, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so you
Keep
eat.
my ears open to, what's being talked about in the mess.
What's being talked about is the raid on the inn last night.
Yeah, listen for the scuttlebutt.
Yep.
Apparently, they broke up a ring of slavers.
Nobody has associated us with this yet?
Nope.
Excellent. Okay.
That a platoon of Marines led by some officers broke up a ring of slavers and freed the slaves that were going on in the town. So people were like, whoa, what the fuck? And that they have a dark elf in custody.
Oh, I bet that's getting some attention.
Yep. Alright. One of the MPs confirms they have a dark elf in custody. And he saw him.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got this feeling like this ain't quite done yet. Of course, that could be setting up the next thing for all I know. But
Yeah, Midgerman has a feeling it's not over yet.
Okay, so at your leisure, everyone, over the next week, raise your level to 2.
yay! Level up. Hey, I wonder if there's
Power
something
up.
magic that I can do here. I've installed a bunch of Twitch utilities that I've seen on other streams, but I don't know. Let's see. Can I use gift chest? No, there's no loot available at the moment, it says. Okay. Well, I would like to do something special, I think, for when the characters gain a level.
Yeah.
So, you know what? What about Streamlabs? Maybe it lets me do a raffle. If not, I'm going to come up with a giveaway right now on the spot. That's what I'm going to do.
You're going to what?
I'm going to come up with a giveaway right now on the spot. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if it has something I can use as a utility here.
Mm-hmm.
And if not, then I'm going to do something.
Darth Vader joined us in the stream.
Yay!
Mr. Game Master, for hit
Yes.
points.
For hit points, max. Heroic game.
Okay, what that means is that's his excuse to throw anything he bloody wants
Right.
at us.
Exactly.
Just so you know.
That's my excuse to say, you shouldn't have fought that. That was your cue to run away.
Okay, I will tell you what. Here's what I'm going to do, because I am like a Twitch noob, and I don't have apparently what I want installed from Streamlabs. So here's the deal for the listeners. I am going to give away a PDF copy of one of the stories in the Toy Soldier Saga. It's called Survivor. And if you would like to receive a copy of this book, just, let's see, what shall we say? Sign me up for the giveaway. Type that into the chat during the course of the broadcast, and at the end of it, I will randomly draw one of you with a a magic math rock roll,
Yeah.
and we will give it away. So that is what we're going to do for our giveaway for when our characters make a level.
Let me give stuff away. Sounds good.
And I'll keep reminding you guys throughout the broadcast. So.
And I will keep reminding you guys that I intend to give you guys things too in game. I buy things really cheap on Wish, and I will send them to you if you do really cool stuff.
Neat. You know what? I'll type that into the chat too.
Yeah.
All right.
Hashtag giveaway.
Yeah. Put hashtag giveaway in the chat?
Yeah.
Or
respond with hashtag giveaway and we'll put you
on the list. Yeah. All right. In the meantime, I suppose we probably eat pretty quickly. I don't imagine any of us are not hungry.
Yeah. A little starving, I figure. Sorry, give me a minute. I'm just waiting for you to finish your typing.
Oh no, go ahead.
I need a toke. I live in Canada. I'm allowed to smoke pot here. Which is good, because if I weren't, you guys would not be having this game.
If I didn't sleep, I don't recover those 2 hit points correctly.
That's right. Oh, but you do recover them because you went up a level.
Oh, right.
So you recover 2 hit points.
I can now do spell strike, so I have a reason to memorize Shocking Grasp.
Yeah. Zeroth, Dev, and Garth Vader 121 are both in on the giveaway.
Excellent.
Social distancing my new excuse to stay away from you.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so you eat. You guys go and write your reports.
Yep. Are you wanting us to go to the private channel to give our reports?
I'm going to do that, yes.
Oh boy.
Just for a few minutes. You don't have to write a report, just the essence.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So I will go with Sable first.
Okay.
We're just going to take Joe off of the mic here. Mute the mic.
Microphone muted.
There we go. Give me your report.
Oh, the mic.
Oh, wait, I can't do that.
No, you can't.
Microphone
I'm
activated.
an idiot. I can't do that. We're broadcasting live.
No, you can't, do that.
Okay, so we'll just move a channel then.
Yes.
Channel switched.
Okay.
Okay. So, in her report, obviously she's very complimentary of the sergeant, right? She thinks everyone actually did. I'm just summarizing, right? I'm not going to, if I were putting this in my manuscript, I would be much more militaristic about how I explain things, but I'm not going to do that right now.
It's not necessary.
Right. Okay. She thinks everyone did an excellent job, right? She thinks that we were a little chaotic, right? But that probably is to be expected of a bunch of young elven officers, right? she compliments Crowley for his civilians' assistance, right? Very complimentary of the advice and, assistance of the sergeant, and yes, believes that, you know, mention in dispatches, indeed, let's see, other people who deserve mention in dispatches for bravery, right? Him, Ruavel, right? Xerxes,
Okay.
right? Although, of course, that may not be possible. She, appends,
Yeah.
right, given the circumstances, right? And Madrimlian, right?
Madrimlian.
Yeah.
In what instance?
For bravery, because he
Yeah.
was willing to take risks on behalf, like he, tried the experimental and difficult thing. Well, it says he's to be complimented. Perhaps it's not mentioned in dispatches thing, but commends him for it in her report.
Okay.
Right? Now, if we're talking about, am I to evaluate everybody's leadership qualities too? Is that something that... No, or that was something the sergeant
that was
specifically
something the
asked to do.
sergeant
Okay. No, and she gives an account, right, that's frank and factual about we did this, we did that, this situation happened, we made these decisions based on this and that,
Okay.
You know how I do it, so.
Yeah. All right, good enough.
Good enough.
Channel switched.
Okay, Brianna, join me in private combo 1.
Buddy left your channel. Channel switched.
Okay, how about give me your report? You don't have to get all militant or anything like that about it, just summarize and...
Sure, I'll summarize. Just as soon as I find my journal.
You got notes?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you were smart, you made notes. Should I be taking my earbud out for this?
Yes.
Okay. I'm technically AFK even though I'm here.
You can hear her, she cannot hear you at the moment.
Yep.
Of course, you guys can later on go into the stream and just listen to this if you want to, but it gives a little bit more...
I don't want to play on non-player information.
Right.
Well, in essence, he reports about the 3 tunnels, following each one, finding where they went, finding the... after, of course, rescuing the first set of prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
Then, following the tunnels, doing everything there, and then following the third group down to the mine itself, like the middle tunnel to the mine itself, and what ensued there. And then on the way, and then back to the mess.
Okay. Do you have anything to say about your comrades or anything like that? Any commendations, any disciplines?
No disciplines, but commendation for the sergeant, and in essence, a request that he may be permitted to join up for officer training.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else?
Oh, commendation for Crowley as well.
Well, Crowley's not part of the military. You can get a civilian commendation, it's possible. Okay. Right, back to the main channel then.
Can I add
Buddy
something?
left your channel.
Yeah.
Buddy joined
You've
your
already had
channel.
my report, but
Okay, she's back. What?
am I back in the private convo channel?
Yeah,
again?
you're in the private convo with me and Brianna.
Oh, is Brianna...
Okay, she wants to add something to her report, Brianna, so we'll meet you back in the lobby.
Oh, okay.
Buddy left your channel.
Okay, right, because you mentioned, like... Yeah, I'll wait for you to finish coughing. Okay, you mentioned discipline concerns or whatever. I suggest that one of us, either Madrimlian or myself, should be given, like, the command, right? Because on several occasions we ended up working at cross purposes, right? Both of us were trying to lead, and in some cases we ended up running off on, we're almost running off on separate situations, right? Like, she's aware that she herself tends to become distracted by humanitarian concerns, and she mentions that, she's honest, right? Because her calling is a healer, right? And, thankfully the sergeant and other people kept her on track, right? But Madrimlian also decided to take off on his own concerns, like when he was going to put, like, chloroform gas or something concocted through the hallways, and that's a problem. So basically one of us needs decision-making authority.
Okay, you add that to your report?
Yeah.
Yep.
In her recommendation, right? Simply because of that, right? And also makes it clear that she'd be satisfied either way.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a gun for the position, it's a
No.
honest concern, yeah.
Channel
Okay.
switched.
Okay, we're back in the main chat again.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if Brianna told you, but Sable just had to add something to Celine's report. That's what we were in there for. Okay.
Okay.
So, submit my report, which I hope is done before lunchtime.
Yep. At lunchtime, a petty officer approaches up. It's the equivalent of a sergeant in the Navy.
Right.
All right. He approaches. He says, "Ma'am, sir,
Sergeant?
your orders."
Thank you, petty officer. Yep.
Take them and look them over.
He leaves. That
Yep.
sounded like a dismissal, so.
Yep.
Yeah, the orders are basically telling you that you guys have 3 days leave. Right? And you are to report to the priestesses of, would it be Aryan Rod, or that would deal with mental issues?
Yes.
Yeah, you're to report to at some time in this 3 days, to report to all you people, everybody, report to the priestesses of Aryan Rod to get a summary evaluation of your mental state.
Psych eval. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, looks like we've got 3 days of free time, guys. Except that during this time we're supposed to report to the Temple of Aryan Rod and get a psych eval, she says.
The sooner done, the sooner we can have more time to ourselves.
A good
That's
point.
what I was thinking.
We probably need to see the disbursement officer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. So let's go there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, what's a disbursement officer? I don't even remember. I don't think we have them in the Navy.
Yeah, we didn't really have them in the Navy either, but in the old sailing navies, they were the ones who you'd report to and they'd dole out your cash.
Right, pursers.
Yes, the paymaster.
Paymaster, purser. No, purser,
No disbursement
paymaster.
officer. He's got the right term. He's quite right, guys.
Yep, right. We call them paymasters. Yeah. Yes, you guys go report to the disbursement officer, who gives you your pay. Right? You guys are owed 1 gold piece per day. That's what a sergeant makes too, by the way.
Oh, do they? Neat.
Yeah.
I thought we were making 3 gold a day for this.
For this. But your general thing is 1 gold a day. So it has currently been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days so that you've been here. So you get 6 gold for that and 18 gold for. Oh, wait, you've only been doing this for 3 days. So 9 gold for that. So 15 gold.
Nice.
Sergeant who's only been assigned for a day.
Sergeant's been here for the time, though. I'm saying you didn't just sign up here for this time. You've been here doing other stuff.
Yep.
Just. Yeah.
Oh.
Hate to be the chaotic greedy one in the group. Did any loot off the bad guys, or did we have to turn it all in?
You had to turn it all in. Yeah. It's all evidence is the problem. They don't know what spoils of the slave ring, and except for that sword you took off of the dark elf. Nobody's
Okay.
noticed that.
Right.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think that I could use to get into some civvies and maybe go actually see what goes on in this town when we're not being Navy officers. Would anyone care to join me?
Sounds like an idea, but I'd prefer to report first and then enjoy more of the time off.
Report to the temple.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll come along. She says.
Okay.
I was thinking of doing that and then probably going to the check out local blacksmiths to see how they make things.
Okay. Yeah. Von Ven? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go get my psyche valve done.
Yeah, with everybody else? Okay. And Sergeant, you're going with them?
Yeah, I'll go with them, and then I'll see after we're done if Crowley wants to accompany me to the weaponsmith. I want to see if I can trade this Dark Elf blade for a regular Elfcraft blade.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, you guys go to the Temple of Aryan Rod, which is a huge moon temple with a moon pool.
Nice.
Right? Where you are brought in to basically counsel with a priestess or priest, your choice.
Yeah, I'd trust all of them to do their job. This is my order.
Yeah. And basically they just run you through a series of questions and, just ask after your mental state and, are you having any trouble sleeping, that sort of stuff, Right? Is there anything you want to think that you should talk about? Right? Does anybody here think that their characters were negatively affected stress-wise with this?
No.
Not really.
No.
No, Celine's all right. This is
Okay.
what she signed up for.
Nope.
Okay. Right, so they give you all a clean bill of health. They do have you soak in the moon pool for an hour, which is just the most relaxing goddamn thing you've ever done in your life. The sergeant goes to sleep. You have to wake him up after an hour. But you are fully rested. You would have got your 2 hit points back.
Okay. My fatigue gone.
Yep.
Yep, she's like, Sergeant. Shake his shoulder gently.
Yeah, you wake up to the ensign shaking you gently.
We've done
Cracks one
our
eye, kind of looks at her askance. Yes, ma'am.
She smiles. She says, "Do you feel better? I do."
Yes, ma'am. I could do this all day.
That was my thought, says Midderman, still laying back in the pool, just relaxing.
Tempting, isn't it? She says, because she's looking at her fingers kind of turning into prunes.
They don't actually.
They don't? Oh,
no,
never mind.
It's not water that
Well,
you're
I
in.
don't suppose there's any rushes there, she says. We are on leave, after all.
Mm-hmm. After a couple hours, they ask you guys if they can put other people in the pool now.
Oh, I'm so sorry, of course.
I was about to suggest that maybe there are others waiting. When
Yeah. Okay, so.
Okay, yes, I suppose we should go. Okay. Yeah.
It is a pool of liquid moonlight.
At least that's what they say it is.
That's what they say it is. What it actually is, you don't know, but it doesn't react like water.
Yeah, it glows.
And it glows like moonlight.
Which means that at least one character that we know would not drink it, because he would never drink anything that glows or that is on fire.
Yep. Never drink anything that's glowing or on fire.
Well, Celine's gonna, get dressed again, but this time in her civvies, and she's gonna wait and see what other people are doing. I'm not dressed overly fancy today, something rather casual. A simple broom skirt and sailcloth blouse. I'm not particularly, I'm not trying to impress anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, not getting anything fancy, just typical gear.
the sergeant straps his armor
Vonvin
back
doesn't
on.
have yet another change of clothes.
Well, then what?
Vonvin doesn't have yet another change of clothes. She's just got her advent gear.
And Chris said,
Sergeant
straps his armor back on. It seems like he doesn't feel comfortable without it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Looks like we get another Alva with us.
What people choose to wear is their business, she says.
Uh-huh.
Nothing wrong with it. Just remembering when we first met Alva.
I wonder if she's alright. It was a rather sudden transfer, wasn't it?
It was.
Well, what are you guys up to? She says. I don't really know what to do with myself now.
I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of a place where I can try some of the making another Spire Ray beer.
Okay.
Maybe better than the last one.
Sure.
Basically, I'm using it as an excuse to try to make a masterwork.
Okay.
Provided
Just
he has
gotta
the
finish
money
up the
for
level
this.
up. Yeah, that too. I don't know. It does reduce the cost when you're crafting it, but I don't know by how much. I have to look at that.
Mm-hmm.
First, gotta finish picking new spells. Finishing that first.
Okay. So where are you going?
I don't know.
Rubel comes out
to see what other people are doing.
in his civvies.
What's his civvies?
It's pretty much the male version of what you're wearing.
Oh, nice. I was expecting him to dress like a pompous ass. That's great.
Yeah, no, he's wearing a sailcloth shirt and corduroy pants.
So pretty much the same thing that Germline's wearing.
Yeah. And that's what Xerxes is wearing too, except for Xerxes you don't think belongs to him.
Yeah, he looks itchy or something.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. let's go see what's out in the town.
Sounds good to me. I'm wearing my military boots. He says, I got no other footwear.
She shows you her foot, which still has her military boot on it.
Yeah.
She says, they just wear in after a while, you know? She says.
Yeah. Like a second skin.
Yep.
All right, go see what's...
You were saying something, Ron?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. I got feedback there for a minute, so I thought someone was trying to speak.
You. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna head out into the town and with whoever's coming with me and see what's going on.
Sure.
I will note that as much as my attitude is relaxed, I don't know that we got them all, right? I don't know that we got them all. So I'm keeping my eye out for suspicious things. Ultimately, I intend to end up in the park.
Okay.
At the end of whatever we're doing. And I'm, intending to make it look cash,
It remains the same. Doesn't trust that we got them all, so he's looking out for additional. Though trying to appear casual.
Well, I'm going to be casual for a little while. I'm going to shop and I'm going to hang out with people and maybe have a beer and...
Yep. Xerxes buys himself a new suit. One that fits him better.
Is it a fancy suit?
No.
Okay.
Just some common clothes. Just cotton pants and a cotton-lined wool shirt.
So basically just, the upper level from our sailor garb. Okay.
Yeah. But he's still wearing his military boots.
Okay.
Sergeant's wearing like full civilian clothes, just with his armor.
Yep.
Goes off with Crowley to see if he can trade on the sword.
Yeah, you head off to a weaponsmith, which you find Arden there, smithing away. Right? You rented a space at a weaponsmith there, Arden. Cost you 2 gold. You responding, or are you just going to sit there and pretend you didn't hear that?
I'm still picking up spells. Sorry.
Well, you got space at a weaponsmith to build your damn masterwork spiral rapier.
Okay.
Anyways, he comes over to you there, Arian and Crowley. He says, "Gentlemen, what can I do for you today?"
I pull out the masterwork, the thin blade I took off the dark elf.
Mm-hmm. Wow, he says.
Ask him if...
Dark elven, he says.
Yes, and I'm not entirely comfortable carrying it. I was thinking maybe because of their value, trade it straight up for a elven made masterwork blade.
Really? You trade it straight across?
All right.
He nods. He says, "Well, perhaps I can get something for your friend too for the effort."
Down at Crowley.
Yeah, I'm sure Crowley will get something.
Yeah.
He's not
I
stupid.
think that would be very kind of you, he says in sort of that tone.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah. But he'll trade you a masterwork elven thin blade for this one. And he trades Crowley probably some Bagna or something, tiger claws.
Yeah, we'll consult with Blake later.
Well, I will ask Blake what he wants later, but yeah.
Thank you, sir.
No, thank you. He says, "You're very welcome."
equitable for everybody.
So my Dremlin is looking for an herbalist / alchemist.
An herbalist and alchemist. Yeah, you can find both. You can't find both together.
Oh, except he could, but he would have to remember what his companions do.
An herbalist and alchemist.
Well, my Dremlin is.
Friend.
Well, he wants to pick up something that he doesn't think the Navy would completely agree with.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Does he go off by himself to do this, or does he stay with us? I'm just curious.
Oh, he's gonna see if Vaughn wants to go to the herbalist with him.
London? Or who?
Yeah, Vonvin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure. She'll go with him to the herbalist.
Okay. They're steadily leaving us alone, you realize, says
I do realize this, she says.
Ruvel to Celine.
Well, you gentlemen will just have to entertain me then, won't you? She says.
I guess we will. He holds out his arm.
It takes.
I look over at Xerxes and I say, "Sir, I believe you owe me a beer for my leg. Let's go."
Yep. He says, I believe you're right. He says, stop calling me sir. My name's Xerxes. And I'm not in uniform, and neither are you.
Yeah.
All right, Xerxes. Then you still owe me a beer for my leg. Let's go.
I do. I'm sorry about that, by the way. He says, I just zigged when I should have zagged.
You guys have any idea where you're going? We might meet you later if you're up for that.
To probably that tavern over there. He points to a tavern. It's got a picture of a deer that looks hammered with 2 mugs of ale in its hand.
The drunken deer. Okay.
I was thinking the hammered stag, but okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So, the hammered stag.
I guess you guys are going to find out which one it is when you get in there. Okay, now I know that was quite deliberate. She says after the one.
Drunken deer will stick people's brains easier.
What was that, Ron? You cut out.
Sadly, the drunken deer will stick in people's brains easier, so it's probably the drunken deer.
I don't know. I like the hammered stag, too. It's pretty good. Yeah, anyway, she says that.
Alliteration is an ancient advertising trick.
That's true. Yeah. She says, okay, now I know that was quite deliberate.
What would you like to do, Celine? Let me take you out on the town.
I'd be honored, she says. What do you usually do for fun besides get into trouble, Ruvel? She says.
He says, myself? He says, I'm a pretty simple guy, actually. He says, I like sports. I like to watch sports, and I like to play sports, and I like to, and I like music. I like to dance.
Music's good. Dancing's great. Sports are good, she says. I was that kid that was always in trees ripping her clothes.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, let's see if we can find some music and dancing then.
Okay.
Yeah. So what my Dremlin is actually looking for is he's looking for poisons.
Yep.
I figured as much. By the way, Celine was a little surprised that her best bud Madrimlian did not invite her to come along, and knows he's up to something as a result.
Yep.
But not what. So.
Something that she wouldn't approve of because she took Von Vin.
On the other hand, maybe he intends to make a move on Von Vin, in which case she doesn't want to, cock block him, so
Yep.
have at it. She doesn't know what it is, but, knows it's up to something.
He's going to have to change his name to Up To. Up To No Good.
Yep.
As we explain, so Von Vin, I asked you to come along because we're still under the two-person together rule. But what I'm after, I don't think Celine would really approve of. You may not either, but I trust you.
Okay. What are you looking for, she says.
Poison?
What kind of poison are we talking?
Oh, preferably a contact poison, because it'd be harder to identify.
Ooh, so those are pretty hard to come by. I know lots of investing ones. Contact ones, not so much. That are really effective.
A lot of insinuative poisons too, namely snake venom, bug venom.
There's like lots of poisonous bugs and plants, but one
Paralytics?
requires injection, and the other requires ingestion.
Paralytics?
Sure, death nettle.
You probably want like a snake or a spider.
Yep, or death nettle.
Or death nettle, but good luck getting your hands on that.
Yeah. That's hard to get your hands on because it's hard to harvest. You get stung by a nettle off the death nettle and you still get paralyzed.
Well, if it has to be injected, that's fine. I can just put it on my blade.
In that case, I highly recommend extract of poison hemlock. It can induce respiratory failure within 15 minutes.
I don't necessarily want a killing poison.
By the way, may I say kudos to Rowan on research.
Mm-hmm.
Rowan knows this because she has hobbies.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, one of the reasons Madrimlian chose her is because she's a druid, so she'd have more knowledge about this stuff anyway.
I assumed.
So basically, you're looking at something that does not induce death, just comatoseness or paralyzation, correct?
Exactly.
It's page 557 on the core rulebook.
Thank you very much for that, Chris. That's helpful.
I wasn't even looking at a rule book. I was just using own world plant and animal knowledge.
Yep.
I was just giving the page reference in case y'all wanted to look.
Yep.
No, I really appreciate it. That's very helpful.
So you make it to the herbalist. It is... the guy looks a lot like Alessander. Or Alessander's dad. Or older brother, wasn't it? They work
You
under-
remember they're not from this space, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're doing. I think I see what you're doing. This is non-player information from that we've discussed before. Okay. Yeah. Oh, the one who was in the. Which one it was that was in the ship on the ship with Alessandro?
Yeah, that was his older brother, right?
No, it was his uncle.
Uncle, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks a lot like Alessandro or Alessandra's uncle. Yeah, they're from Carthan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, how many of them can there be in this space?
Yeah.
In this system. Okay.
He says, hello, when you come in.
Good day. I'm
Thank
looking
you.
for.
Hello, she says.
What was that, Ron?
Well, Ronvin just greets them cheerfully.
Okay. The place smells of flowers and incense and herbs and things. There's plants growing everywhere. The smell of earth is in there.
Yeah, Madrona will take a deep inhalation and go, like the grove on our ship.
He goes, so what ship would that be?
Aaronrod's Pride. You wouldn't happen to be a Tremaine, would you?
He says, I would. He says, I see you know my cousin and his nephew.
Ah, yes.
Quite.
Great
He
people.
says, I take it you're friends with Alessander. He'd be about your age.
He's my commanding officer, actually, says Ronvin.
Ah, okay. He says, well, Alistair is my cousin. He says, his father is my mother's brother. But as you can tell among the
That's a
Tremaines,
small world.
I guess as you can tell among the Tremaines, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. He says,
Nothing wrong with that.
no.
At least I know we're in good hands here.
No. We come from a very long line of druids.
I'm sort of looking for some balls of knot grass with
Some
fruit
balls
attached.
of knot grass?
Yep.
Okay, what is that, Ron?
I considered it to be it's another word for crabgrass
Ah, okay.
or
Right.
quackgrass.
Right. He says, well, I can definitely supply you with some. He says it's not a problem. Generally, it's a weed. People don't generally use it for much.
I know that it's particularly hardy and can survive extended periods with just about nothing. And I thought it could be really useful for places where you can't traditionally cast entangle.
Ah. So you'd want it in a pot. Something that is still alive.
Oh, wouldn't need much. Just
But yeah.
just a small one, right? But I can toss them sort of like grenades and then cast entangle, and there'll be like bits of quackgrass all over the place.
Yeah.
And it'll still be alive and have a root, so entangle should in theory work.
Yes. You're absolutely right. All right. He says, I'll sell you the crackgrass for the cost of the pots. He says at a copper piece a pot.
I will take 5.
Okay. And how can I do for you, sir? He says as he turns to start digging in his garden.
I'm looking for a paralytic extract.
Paralytic extract. Extract of what?
I'm not entirely certain. Just something that'll paralyze somebody if they're hit with it, whether it's contact or
A paralytic contact
injected.
poison. He says a paralytic contact poison would be very rare and probably alchemical in nature. He says, but a paralytic ingested or insinuative poison says is possible. Says,
Well, if I can put it on my blade, that'll work for me.
he says, who are you planning on poisoning, if I might ask?
Not planning on poisoning anybody at the moment. I just want to have something just in case.
He narrows his eyes at you, looks at Von.
We were on the raid.
You were on the
We were
raid.
on the mining raid. There was a dark elf. Yes.
And he terrified you. Okay. He says, remember, live by the blade and die by it.
I know. That's why I want something that can paralyze so I don't have to kill either.
Well, just remember, you start using poisons and get a reputation for it. So, he says, I personally don't care. He says, I don't see anything immoral about poisoning. He says, spiders, snakes. He says, wasps, bees, mosquitoes do it all the time. He says, but...
You know, enough. No, that wouldn't do it. That'd make somebody bleed to death. Never mind.
What's that? What's that?
Leech venom. But it causes blood to run freely, but you can't feel them bite you. Which is why it was sort of a toss-up. And I'm like, it's probably more likely to make you death.
Yep. He says, but I can get you paralytic spider venom. He says, depending on how much you want of it. To coat a blade? What kind of blade?
I don't need a little bit on the tip.
He says, and hope that you can hit with the tip before the blade is wiped off.
That's true, because I'm looking at my rapier.
Yes, a rapier blade. Okay, you're going to need a couple of ounces. Maybe an ounce. He says, I would do it for 300.
Okay, a little out of my league at the moment.
He says, well, that's all right. He says, the spiders aren't going anywhere. He says, he hands 5 pots to Von Vin.
She takes him.
Thank you, he says.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time, and I'm sorry to have wasted it.
You haven't wasted anything, he says. Because any discourse with an intelligent human being is not a waste of time. Or an intelligent elven being, he says.
You know what's really strange? It's really easy to come by poisons that kill, but not very easy to come by ones that just induce paralysis.
Yes, that's true. Mostly, in nature, the things that poison things don't care if their prey is alive or dead when they eat it. It's only the rare things that do. Certain spiders, certain snakes.
It's true. It's an eat-or-be-eaten world out there.
Mm-hmm. He says, come back when you have the money. He says, and or come back anytime. He says, I enjoyed the conversation.
Not a problem. Will do.
It was lovely meeting you.
I never did catch your first name. We got your last name, but not the first. I'm sorry.
Okay, write this down.
Ready?
Cyvara Tremaine. Cyvara. He says, my first name is Cyvara.
Well, thank you, Devara. I'll make sure that your family knows that you're alive and well here.
He says, oh, I'm sure they know. Most of us are in the Navy, so. What you looking up?
Oh, I was just checking out the poisons as recommended by, Chris's reference.
Yeah.
Lots of useful stuff here. It's true that in real life there is very rarely a paralytic poison that is not also an incredible threat of death.
Yeah,
because
there's things like paralyzes your lungs.
Yeah, or your lungs, your solar plexus, your heart.
Yeah.
Those are all muscles.
Like Karari.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a magical world, and there are herbs that exist in this universe.
What was that, Ron?
I think there's a small dosage of poison. I think small dosages of poison arrow frog can induce
Well, it induces
paralyzing
hallucinations
in the whole body without death.
Yeah, I believe that's true too.
Yeah.
It's just that like getting the dosage right without overdoing it is really
difficult.
Yeah, but yes. But hey, this is a magical universe and it's a space opera besides the point.
Mm-hmm.
So there are herbs that do things on other planets that
like death nettle.
Yes, like death nettle.
I made that up. Right. For Von Vin's benefit, death nettle grows basically in places where most nettles grow, right? And it's almost indistinguishable from other nettles unless it's flowering, right? Because the flowers on it are bright blood red, right? And
what a pain in the ass when we in the garden.
Yeah. And if you get stung by it, it can cause paralysis. And if you get stung by it and fall on it,
that would be bad.
That would be bad.
Got it.
And I was going to say for Vonda, and if she's looking for entangle stuff.
If she's looking for an entangle spell?
She's looking for stuff for her entangle spell, maybe air plants.
I was thinking of those too. Bromeliads.
Bromeliads, yeah.
Yes. I think those are a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, but they have no root system to grab onto things. I thought about that, but they have to be able to anchor themselves in order to grab something and hold it.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah, makes sense.
Not necessarily, because if you think about it, Bromeliad could wrap around their arms and stuff so they can't move their arms. They might still be able to run, but if it wraps around the legs, like a vine...
They're still really got very, very short...
Yeah.
The mechanics of it just don't work.
Yeah, I wouldn't use bromeliads for entangle spell. I like her idea of quackgrass, though. If you ever tried to walk through this shit, you know it entangles you.
That's true. Well, I guess
That
my
stuff will grow through picks, by the way. I've seen it.
That stuff will grow through what?
It'll grow through sheets of plastic, grade plastic.
Yeah.
Well, I guess my next stop is the alchemists.
Okay. In the meantime, you guys go in for a beer there, Arian.
Yep.
He says, so, how'd you end up in this position?
And
What's that?
I was assigned Xerxes.
Yeah, I know, but how'd you end up there? Like, he
Well,
says, you comport yourself like somebody who's been through officer's training.
well, my parents were officers.
Ah,
Their ship disappeared.
shit.
I'd served as a midshipman some on their ship, during summers and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
decided to enlist.
Rather
They
than...
disappeared.
That's cool. Because I got in trouble with a maid and got sent to the military.
Like housemaid or just like maid in?
Foreign ambassador? Foreign
I,
ambassador's daughter?
I kind of look at him. I'm like, exactly why were you rubbing elbows with a foreign ambassador's daughter?
He goes, well, I am noble. I am an Alfar, he says. But, he says, the truth of the matter is that she was pretty exotic and I was pretty convincing and...
See, I look at Xerxes and kind of measure him up and down, and I look at the bartender. I go, "Do you have any dwarven beer?"
Because I do, actually. I don't get much call for it, but I have some.
You have the ruby red stout?
I do.
Yeah, 2 of those on him.
Yeah, on me, says Xerxes. He goes, all right. Pours you 2 stouts. Taps a keg, anyways.
I look at Xerxes. I go, "Now, if you haven't drank this before, it's got a kick."
He says, I've drinking dwarven stout before.
Okay. Most elves haven't.
He says, well, most elves haven't been in my shoes.
Marines tend to like it. So
Yeah. Well, I am a Marine, so here's to you, my friend. He lifts his glass.
drain it in one go.
Yep. Then you drain a glass. He says, all right, we'll take 2 more of those. The barkeep puts down 2 gold pieces. And the barkeep says, all right, I'll keep them coming.
Guess we'll just proceed to sit there and drink until somebody else shows up to pull us out of there.
Yep, that's what you guys are doing, drinking your faces off. In the meantime,
Yes. Go find some place to go dancing.
okay, you find a dance hall, basically. It's a music hall with drinks and
Are we
dancing.
like way underdressed for this?
No.
Okay.
No, it's a pretty common thing. It's folk dancing and...
Oh, great. Yeah, mostly I'm letting myself be drawn by the music.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, you guys pop your heads in there, and, like people are dancing. It's mostly she. There's not an Alfar in sight.
You are going to stand out like a sore thumb, you know.
That's all right,
All right.
as long as you aren't embarrassed to be seen with me.
Not at all, she says.
Okay.
Yep, they head in.
Yeah. What happens when somebody over 6 foot walks through the door? The piano stops.
Dun, 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 dun. No.
But a lot of people turn and stare.
Yep, pointedly ignore them.
Yep. Who sidle up to the bar.
Mhm.
Barkeep comes over and says, "What can I get you?"
She says, I've never been here before. What have you got?
It was our house beer is a nice Pilsner. I like a Pilsner.
Sounds good, she says.
It was made with raspberry.
Oh, nice, she says.
Yeah, Xerxes, or Ruvel nods. "Thank you," he says. Yeah, pours you 2 of those.
Thank you.
He says, "That'll be 2 copper."
Yep.
Yeah, Xerxes pays.
Xerxes,
I mean, Ruvel.
you keep doing that.
My brain is... Yep. Well, we want to find a table?
Yeah, let's do that, she says.
Yeah, you guys move through the crowd a bit. The crowd seems to be rhubarbing over the whole issue of...
Really rhubarbing, that's great. Yep.
Do you know what that alludes to there, Chris? Rhubarbing?
Nope.
In theater, when you have a crowd of people, right, in like acting and stuff, and they're supposed to be murmuring in a crowd, right, and they want to make it sound like there's a lot of people murmuring in a crowd, the extras are told to say rhubarb, 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 rhubarb. And if you listen to it, it gets a sort of noise that sounds like a whole shit ton of people talking.
Okay.
So we call it rhubarbing when people are, whispering under their hands and, basically making noise about what's going on. So there you go. Now you're not left in the dark by our strange colloquialism. Colloquialism, sorry.
Colloquialism.
Colloquialism. That was the word I was looking for. Yeah. Find a table, put your drinks down. He says, "You don't know these dances?"
Do I?
Oh yeah, there's she dances.
Oh yeah, she says.
Guess you're leading.
All right then, she says.
Yeah, takes you out on the dance floor and spins you around.
Yep, dance.
Yep.
And probably have enough of a good time that I don't really even notice the staring after a while.
After a while, it sort of goes away. It always does. And people are like, he's obviously just here to having fun. Yep.
So for those who are listening, I just got the utility from Streamlabs. I figured it out, so I know how the giveaway utility works now. So I'm sorry if you've already entered the giveaway. Can I get you to type !raffle in order to join? And then I can just do it automatically, and I don't have to make guesses with my magic math rocks. Awesome.
You're probably gonna have to manually add exert
I
dev
see that.
because
Yeah.
he had
Okay.
to step away after he.
I will
Yeah.
see if I can do that. Yeah. Fair enough. Anyway.
Yeah. If not, I'll enter for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'll do that then.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Make it simple.
So I looked it up,
Okay.
and turns out first of all, to make the weapon in the first place, I don't think I have enough money because it requires 1/3 of the total cost.
Yep.
And then on top
And-
of that, to make it masterwork, it requires another 300 gold pieces.
Yep. Cost you 305 gold pieces to make masterwork.
Definitely don't have enough money for that. And not to mention, it's one crafting check, then followed by another crafting check to make it masterwork. And they
Yep.
do the time in
Yep.
crafting. It's not a...
No, it's not easy. Welcome to being second level.
Yeah. And then when I start making magic weapons and shit, it's gonna be even more expensive.
Yep. Anyways, you guys drink for a while in the bar. Where does Madrimlian take Von Vin after? To the alchemist, right?
Yep, heading to the alchemist.
Okay, you head to an alchemy shop. It's called Thin Whistles.
Hello.
Hello, says a gnome with a bright blue beard. No hair, but a bright blue beard. And a tattoo on his head. It looks like hair.
What kind of a tattoo?
It looks like hair.
That's great.
He tattooed hair onto his head. In green. What can I do for you? He says.
I'm looking to make a alchemical contact poison for paralytic.
Looking to make one.
Yeah, I happen to be an alchemist myself.
He goes, right, you ever made a contact poison?
Nope.
I can't in good conscience tell you the stuff to do
Can you teach me?
it. Legally? No. He says, look, kid.
No, Madrimland. What about some Tanglefoot bags? That, immobilizes people pretty good.
Oh yeah, they're pretty decent. And much more inexpensive.
Yeah, I could probably, but I know how to make those.
Well, I can give you the supplies to make Tanglefoot bags, he says.
Alright. I'll take enough to make about a dozen of them.
Okay? How much is a Tanglefoot bag? Somebody look it up. Chris, you're good at that.
$50 gold each.
50 gold, so they are 17 gold apiece to buy the supplies for them.
I guess I'm getting the supplies for one.
Okay,
Are you broke? Is that your problem? We're all broke, though. I'm just kidding.
you're all broke. Yeah, As you guys are doing your thing, a runner comes in to each of you. All right, a private, starting with Xerxes and Arian. Sorry, my brain just drew a blank, man. Sorry. All right, starting with Xerxes and Arian, this private come up to you. Sergeant, sir.
I look blearily at him. I assume we're several beers in.
You're several beers in, yes. Your orders, sir. Your orders, Sergeant?
Did I reach out and take them?
Yep. He stands at attention. Xerxes says, "You're dismissed, Private." He doesn't listen.
Go, Private.
Yes, Sergeant, thank you. And he heads off. He's got no command authority.
Well, that's true.
Right? He can't dismiss a private.
That's true.
I'll take a peek at the orders.
The orders ask you to report to parade before you guys go on your 3-day leave.
Oh.
Xerxes is like, damn. So you all get these orders.
Of course.
All right. Is the Temple of the Morrigan on the way back to base?
Temple of the Morrigan? Yes. It's in the Temple District, and yes, it's on the way back to base.
I'll grab Xerxes and I'll stumble us towards the temple and see if I can find a
He grabs your
generous
beers.
priestess who will give us a tux.
So were you guys out? Yeah. Yeah. In the meantime?
All right, let's form up.
Yeah, we get these orders.
Yep.
She looks at Ruavel and just laughs.
Military
Here's doing a report back again.
Well, that was fun while it lasted. I guess we better go get cleaned up, huh?
Mm-hmm. Thanks for the dances.
Likewise, she says. I've had a very good time.
Me too. Yeah, you guys head in.
When I get, it's like, I sigh, present dissertation, all the soda off and go.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys go put your uniforms on.
She's just shaking her head.
Yeah, so is my Dreamland.
Hi,
Puts his
guys.
uniform on.
So much for that, eh?
Oh,
when
I
you get back to
know.
base, you realize the whole base has been called to parade.
Oh.
Oh. All
Double
right.
time it. Let's go.
Yeah, that spoils my mirth right away. I was going to be all jokey and fun, but nope.
Yeah, you did find a priestess that the Temple of the Morrigan will cast neutralized poison upon both of you, and you are instantly sobered out with hangover.
Of course.
Must be her own spell.
She says to you, what was that, Chris?
I was going to say yes. I'll make sure that Xerxes gets back and we get into our dress uniforms.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
She tells you that the pain will keep you from being hit in battle. When you're suffering a hangover, you don't want to get hit.
Yep, jump into dress uniform and head to parade as fast as we can without being appearing to be running.
Quickly bind up my hair because it's full of sweat and I don't have time to wash it, so
yeah.
do a quick sponge off.
Xerxes and the sergeant smell like they've been drinking.
Oh, that was great timing, wasn't it? She says to them.
We're about 3 mugs in.
Oh, great, she says.
Dwarven stout.
There's a ma'am. Press the digitations all around. Maybe approved.
Oh, good idea, she says.
Cool,
She
great.
digitates everybody.
Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I start helping as well.
Yeah, so does Xerxes. I mean, Ruavel.
Ruavel.
Not Xerxes.
Chicken says London.
And one for you, and one for you.
Yeah. Well, strangely, Ruavel looks perfectly made up. He's not even sweaty.
Of course not.
Because he already did it to himself.
London just reeked of flowers and stuff.
Yeah.
He'd obviously been working in a herbal shop.
So does
Maybe an
Madrimlia.
alchemist shop in the sulfur.
And Gum Arabic.
Yep. Okay, you guys report to the parade square.
Yep.
You find your crew.
After putting on our uniforms, I hope.
Yes. You find your crew.
Oh, I guess we would go report in to the captain then.
Yep, she tells you to fall in. Right?
Avalana.
Do I
We
go
fall in.
with them or do I go back to my unit?
Your unit is on their ship, so it's you go with them. You
Okay.
just fall in with the Marines on.
Okay, so this is the first word I've gotten that he's been transferred to our ship.
Hmm?
Okay. But I note where he stands. Got it.
Right.
Okay.
The lieutenant commander, Oakheart, right, stands up and with a bullhorn calls out from an amphitheater too, so it's quite loud, right? The Rear Admiral Wintervale wishes to address this gathering.
Yep.
Rear Admiral Wintervale comes up. You guys know who Rear Admiral Wintervale is. He's the Rear Admiral of this fleet, of the fleet in Delasian space.
Yikes. Okay, that's some pretty heavy mithril here. Alright, I'm on my best behavior and my best, at attention stance.
He says, "It has been brought to my attention that there has been under our very noses atrocities being committed upon this base." He says, "These atrocities involve the enslavement of people, murder, extortion, and conspiracy." He says, "Conspiracy to conspire with the Dark Elves."
Yeah, I'm scowly.
Thanks to the brave and insightful machinations of a group of midshipmen and ensigns, we have managed to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, now she's thinking, oh god.
He says, the culprits have been brought into custody, the ones who survived, as they decided to put up a fight. He says, The enslaved people tell of heroic deeds done by a small group of people with no regards to their own lives or safety coming to rescue them. And for that reason, we are here to recognize these people.
That's what she was afraid of.
He says,
Oh boy.
Sergeant Arian, what's your last name, Arian? Do you have one?
Maybe he does. It's hard to say. I forgot what it was. It's a good elf last name. It's, very fluffy. It's great.
I'm looking at his character in Well Done, but it's like Mithras.
Mithurthus.
Methesis.
Methesis. Right.
There we go.
He says, Sergeant Arian Methesis, front and center. Then, individually in order of ascending rank, he calls you all forth.
Okay.
Stand forth, sir, she says. Probably
He
a little
says-
red-cheeked.
Yeah.
You have earned a great deal of leave, I'm given to understand. And that's what your reward for this was. Which you should be grateful for, because the reward for good service in the Navy is...
More work, sir.
That's right. He says, so... He says, I am impressed. Since the lot of you have done a yeoman's job. He says, as a matter of fact, he says, I intend to give you all a mention in dispatches.
Oh, wow.
He says,
She doesn't say that. She's sticking it.
you are all exemplars of what we hope the Navy to be. And you make me this day proud to lead this fleet. Thank you. 3 cheers for the heroes. And they give it 3 cheers. He says, it will be on your permanent record about the mention in dispatches and what it's for. He says, you guys have done a bang-up job, yeoman's job. He says, and the Navy will not forget it in the future. He says, Sergeant Mithras.
Sir.
Since numerous people have put in for you for not only a mention in dispatches, but a promotion, even to the effect of wanting to make you an officer. I realize what kind of a demotion that would actually be, he says. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Sir, I was just doing the job that was assigned to me. I deserve such.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I wasn't there. He says, but numerous people have come to the base commander and said things. So for this reason, I'm promoting you to the rank of staff sergeant, the permanent rank of staff sergeant. He says, with the noted pay increase. He says, come forward.
Word?
Yep. They hand him your rank insignias, which he hands to you. Then, of course, you know the drill. You step back, salute. He salutes you. Okay? Then he shakes your hand. Congratulations, Staff Sergeant, he says.
Thank you, sir.
He says, command authority is something that junior officers sometimes struggle with. Is taking control of a group of people and commanding them in situations that might cause their death. Since it has turned more than one junior officer away from the Navy. Since you all were exemplary in that. Since you took command when you were supposed to. You made decisive action. You made snap decisions. And you made good decisions. For this, I commend you all. But it has been brought to my attention that there were times in this organization that the line of command was not clear. Just a moment, people.
Yeah, just hit the off button on that.
Who was it?
I don't know. I don't care. They should...
You answered it and hung up on it?
Yeah, oops. No, I'll hold on to it. Whoever it is will call back, probably.
Well, let me see who it was.
I don't know the number. Oh, wait, no, it's my mother. Never mind.
1149?
She knows better.
Yeah, she knows better.
Yeah. Sorry.
Right. He says it's been made clear to me that there were times when the line of command was not clear. So to do this, he says, I'm going to make the line of command more clear. He says, Ensign Celine Mistwinter.
Sir.
Ensign Lilas Madrimlian.
Sir?
He says, you guys have both done an exemplary job. I'm told by each of you that the other did very well.
Yes, sir.
He says, I'm also told by others within your unit that you both did very well. So this has been a hard decision for me.
I understand, sir.
He says, Ensign Mistwinter. At this point...
Or Wintermist.
Wintermist, sorry. And Ensign Wintermist. At this point, he says, you will be acting as junior lieutenant. He says, if there ever is a question of command, you will have it.
Thank you, sir.
He says, do note, Lilas, that this was a very difficult decision for me. He says, and the only reason why I'm giving it to her is because of her faith.
Yes, sir.
It's because the gods will guide her. At least I think so. Yeah, you guys know he's a cleric, by the way.
Okay. That explains everything. Because I'm quite surprised, actually. I was expecting Madrimlian to get the command, and I wouldn't have objected.
Yeah. He says, but, Ensign Madrimlian,
Sir?
I will expect you to take command when the acting lieutenant is not around. He says,
Avalon.
and to lend your assistance to her in maintaining order among the middies.
Yes, sir.
The staff sergeant will be there to help you.
I'm glad of that, sir.
He says, "You are dismissed."
Yeah, salute
Yep.
and go back to my spot.
Yep.
Likewise.
Oh boy.
And, sharp march, because I'm not about to embarrass my ship in front of the Admiral.
Yep.
Same.
Yeah. So, he says, "Because of this, a great evil has been stopped in this place." He says, 3 cheers for the heroes. And they cheer you.
Yeah, just try not to look too embarrassed.
You are dismissed. He says,
Yep, file out and descending order of rank, I imagine.
"Yep."
Yeah, I'm just following like Celine's lead because I have no fucking clue.
Yep.
Head off for our leave.
Yep.
I'm gonna go stop and talk to my mom first once she's officially, done.
Yep. She waves you guys all over.
Ma'am.
"Well done," she says to you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm pleased to hear that the sergeant has...
Thank you, ma'am.
I beg your pardon. The
Staff
sergeant has been transferred over to the Area Guards Pride. I know he'll be a valuable addition to the crew, ma'am.
"I have no doubt of that. It's been a valuable addition to your crew already."
Yes, he certainly has, she says.
Yes. "Good. I know I did the right thing by assigning him to you."
Yes, ma'am.
She says, "Command ability is something you either have or you don't. Command experience comes from experience. Since none of you have it, and he is a sergeant, he can show you how that works."
He's been
Staff
excellent at
sergeant,
that
though.
so far, she says.
Yes. "Well, I'm very proud of you all."
Thank you, ma'am. She's smiling.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, your dad comes over there, Lilas.
Sir?
"Well done, boy," he says.
Thank you, sir.
She says, "I understand that you guys were given 3 days leave by the base commander."
Avalana.
He says, "Better take it. We're leaving in 4.
Avalana, she says. She salutes and then, heads out.
Yeah.
Yep, salute and head off.
Yeah, with smiles on your faces. And
Yep, Madriman has absolutely no problem with Celine having the command authority, which means he's her right-hand man.
Yep.
The wise will recognize she's been put on a hot plate, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
She's been given authority as the acting junior lieutenant and not an official promotion.
Right.
And that means she can fuck it up just as quickly as she can do it well.
Yep.
Which is why Madriman's happy she got it, not him.
That's how the Drumlian make through it all, is just by being overlooked lightly.
That's true. That's probably a factor in the decision too. Actually, it's a thing he has. Yeah. Well, here's hoping I don't screw it up, eh?
I think you'll be fine, LT. Says,
Oh, don't you call me LT yet. That was not an official promotion.
still have to call you lieutenant. You're acting.
I guess so. And we are in uniform. Let's get
Mhm.
out of them and go back to leave.
Yep. Yeah, we were
Copy
dancing.
that.
We were having fun.
Yes, let's.
I understand that
Uh-huh.
the sergeant and Xerxes were just getting into a few beers, so
Yeah, you guys want to join us for some beers? I'm buying.
I'm
Alright,
in.
sure.
If you're buying, I'm in.
Yeah, I know you, Lilas. You'd never turn down a free drink.
I never turned down a free anything.
Well, let's head back to
They
the
got
barracks
strawberry beer.
and get changed, and then let's head out, she says.
Uh-huh.
Avalana.
God, I gotta get used
Like a plan.
so much.
Yeah, once we're back at the base, or the barracks rather, close the door.
Yeah.
She says, well, Sergeant, if you're going, her staff sergeant, if you're going to, I'm sorry. She says, if you're going to be,
Sergeant's fine.
okay. She says, if you're going to be babysitting us for the nonce, then I think perhaps there's a matter of confidence we ought to bring you in on. And I've not been ordered not to tell you, so I'm going to assume it's okay.
I say it's okay. It's just Xerxes.
Okay, that's good enough for me. She says, Xerxes is not actually Ruevel's brother.
Nah, man, I'm not. Says you've probably figured that out already.
Yeah, there's something going on. I just don't know what.
Yeah. He says,
He's Xerxes Radiant, she says.
Yes, I'm the prince. Says,
Okay.
but hey, don't let that stop you from being my friend or anything, okay?
We figured
Okay,
that.
What was that?
Says okay, Xerxes.
All right, man.
She says, it was my suggestion that he pose as Ruevel's brother since they're old friends.
Yeah,
Because I didn't think it was a good idea to advertise, if you see what I'm saying.
Quite clearly.
Okay. And now that you know, I'm all for the beer, she says.
They got some good dwarven stout there, Xerxes.
I don't think I've ever tried dwarven
It's a little bit stronger than I like.
Well, they got some good pilsners too, fruity stuff.
So tell me, was it the drunken deer or the hammered stag? I want to know, she says.
We didn't ask.
Oh, okay.
I just want strawberry beer, damn it.
You can get strawberry beer.
No, that sounds delightful.
All right.
So is there like a memorial plinth or something on the base that where they mark down lost ships?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to gently detach myself from the officers and let them go wash down their officer type success, and I'm going to go look at the name of my parent ship.
Okay.
Benjamin follows him.
No, Crowley goes with him.
Okay.
I thought we were going for beers, she says.
He needs
To a suddenly empty space where the staff sergeant was.
Yeah.
Well, he knows where we are.
Yeah, he'll come see us when he's done.
Heads off.
Yep.
I wish things weren't so bloody expensive.
What's the issue there, Madrimlin? Says Xerxes.
Trying to pick up some specific supplies that I could use for future missions, and I just can't afford them right now.
Oh, I know the feeling. I wanted to get some crafting done, but it's so expensive.
Well, I guess we'll just have to earn our pay harder, she says.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
worry, once we actually get out there in the big black, she says, the time will pass quickly enough. We'll get into port and there'll be a treasure trove waiting for us.
True enough. Oh, by the way, ran into Alistair's second cousin, I think it is.
Oh, how interesting.
Oh, Sander.
Oh, you mean the druid?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
neat. Where'd you run into him? Or her?
In the herbal shop that we went to.
Oh, of course. Okay. So the whole family's druids. Fine. She says. Yeah, that's the thing with us, eh? We're not very original, are we?
No.
One of us chooses to do something, and then, before you know it, the whole family's doing it. I'm definitely going to try this
I
stout.
think it's because that's what we were taught and exposed to the most as children.
Yeah, that's true. She says to the barkeep, okay, so is it the drunken deer or the hammered stag? I have to know.
He says, it's the drunken doe.
That's fantastic, she says. Well, this doe would like to get drunken, so I understand your dwarven stout is not
I just
to be
tapped a
missed.
keg.
Brilliant, she says. I've never tried dwarven stout. I'm looking forward to
All right.
it.
So you guys spend some time getting shit-faced. In the meantime, you go and look at the name of your parents' ship there for a while.
Yep, I find name of the ship on the plinth and kind of put my hand next to it. And
Yeah.
how close is Crowley?
He's just hanging out near the edge of the monument.
Okay, and I just,
Leaving,
since he's not
leaving
in
you
earshot,
alone.
I just say, Mom, Dad, still haven't figured out what happened. Still trying. Kind of sit there and meditate on that.
Cool. I like
Yeah.
when people play their backstories.
Okay, so by late afternoon, you're all hammered.
Yeah, Von Vin's not drinking hard.
Neither is Celine, because
No.
she knows she's a lightweight. It's not that she's not interested in getting drunk. She just would like to do it
Without
at the
puking on
end of the
anybody.
night, not at the beginning.
Without puking on anybody. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Likewise with Madrimlian, but he's paranoid.
Von Vin is... Yeah, that's pretty much about it. She's keeping her wits intact.
same for the most part.
Well, Xerxes and Ruavel do not. They are partiers.
Oh no, here we go. They better not start any bar fights. Does Arian ever rejoin us?
Yeah, do you ever rejoin them, Marion?
Ask Crowley what he wants to do, if he thinks we should go hang out with them or if we should let them do their officer thing.
Well, he likes to not be too far from Yasma for too long if he can avoid it.
Alright, we can go back if you want.
Sure. On your way back, as you're leaving the base, you hear the voice of the base commander. Staff Sergeant.
Avalon, sir. How may I help you?
He says, here's a package for you and your companions. He says, spoils of what you guys left behind there. It's been released. Court's happening in the morning. Says for all these people, you can tell their companions about it if they want to attend. Says, but they'll be hanged by noon.
The evidence is pretty strong.
The evidence is pretty overwhelming against them. And there is a
The
lot of
word you're
witnesses.
looking for, sir, is damning.
Yes. It is damning against them. So they're going to hang by noon.
Very well. I'll take the package and deliver it to the acting second lieutenant.
Thank you. You're dismissed, Sergeant.
Salute and turn away.
Yeah.
If I might interrupt for a moment, there's only a couple of minutes left to join the giveaway. If you are just tuning in, our characters made a level, so we're giving away a PDF of a story in the Toy Soldier Saga. All you have to do is put !raffle in the chat, and you are entered. All right.
Okay.
I'll take the package to Celine and let her know about court and the hanging in the.
Yeah.
Do you think we ought to attend? She says.
I think we should. We may be called upon as witnesses.
Yeah, you're probably right. Okay. Well, we'll make sure to show up then, she says. Doesn't sound like they need us, but you never know. Okay, she'll open up the package.
The package has a elven blade in it.
Okay.
Right? It's an elven sword. Like leaf blade?
Leaf blade, okay.
Right? You're all proficient with it. You all have martial weapon proficiencies.
Got it.
Right? You're all proficient with it because you're elves. Right? Right? Yeah, it's very high quality. It was the one being worn by the lieutenant.
Well, this is lovely, she says.
And a pair of military boots.
Oh, yeah.
With sheepskin on the inside of them.
Well, those look comfortable. Detect magic.
Yeah, they're both magical.
Oh, they're both magical, she says.
Well, rank has its privileges, Lieutenant.
I would rather things go to where they're best used, wouldn't you?
True, but that's what I mean, rank has its privileges. You get to decide.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of magic do they have on them?
Just minor magic. The boots are more magical than the sword, but...
Okay, no hint of school or anything?
Transmutation on the boots. And swords are just sword. Universal.
Alright. Time is up on the raffle. Shall I draw it?
We'll draw the raffle now.
Alright. And the winner is... Bobicus!
Good thing for entering, man.
Congratulations! Alright, so you can either get a hold of me by... I believe that we're both on a couple of Discords together, so you can get a hold of me on the Discord. Just DM me, and I will see you get the story. Yeah, I think you're in the Discord too. That's right. So, perfect. And yeah, that'll work. That's great. And congratulations. I hope you enjoy the read.
Yeah.
Whoop! Ah, no! My computer just about took a nosedive there because I shifted. All right.
Okay. So that's where we're going to put it up then?
It is 9 o'clock after all.
Yeah.
Oh, before we go, just quickly, right, so I don't forget that I did it last time, she says, we saved you a beer. Or two. I like to read, yeah, it's a thing, says Bobicus. Yeah, me too. Writers like to read. By the way, check out Bobicus's writing stream. I don't know what's your regular stream schedule there, Bobicus, while you're in the chat. Might as well let people know.
He does not have
one. Okay, so you're just on Twitch. You don't have a stream yet. All right. If you do not follow, you will never see me. Fair enough.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to raid... no, you stream, you just don't have a schedule. Okay, fair enough. So go check out Bobicus's channel, because he does some pretty cool writing streams if you're interested in writing streams. We are now going to raid Channel Jorp. I don't know if it's Yorp, it might be, right? Who is the Twitch Writers Network. And I'm just going to set that up here and get that ready. And in the meantime, she'll read the credits, and if I can get the players to hang out for just another minute before we sign off of the TeamSpeak, because we may end up having to move the day of the stream, and we're going to have to discuss how we're going to do that.
Discuss that.
All right, and then the credits here before we go. Toy Soldiers Old School is game mastered by Aaron Reed, based on the Toy Soldiers Saga universe created by Diane Morrison. Audio is provided by TeamSpeak. Sound effects and ambience provided by Sirenscape. Music provided by White Sand. Check out his Patreon at patreon.com/whitesand. Mapping software provided by Campaign Cartographer 3+ and World Spinner, with adaptations in Adobe Photoshop. Gaming software provided by Fantasy Grounds, Hero Lab, and World Anvil. Check out our campaign at worldanvil.com/w/Toy Soldier Saga. Distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution License, the Toy Soldier Saga is copyright 1995 by Diane Morrison, all rights reserved. And we'll see you over at Channel Yorp. Have a great evening. See you next week.
Okay. I'm going to end the stream.